This video is going to be Rifle 101 for beginners, how to load and unload your firearm, how to make sure it's safe and clear, and then how to disassemble just on a high level. We won't be taking apart the bolt carrier group or anything like that, but we will take apart the upper and lower, take out the bolt carrier group and charging handle, and then show you how to reassemble it for cleaning or maintenance. So this is your typical AR-15 style rifle. This is BCM 14.5. Besides that, all the operation of this rifle is going to be pretty identical to any AR-15 style rifle. So we'll go over a few functions and features of the rifle, and then get into the loading and unloading. So right here you have your mag release. So if you have a magazine in and you need to get it out, this button right here will pop the magazine out and just pull it out. If your rifle's upright, like in your shoulder, the magazine will probably just fall out anyways. We also have your forward assist. You probably won't be using that if you're watching this video, but just in case, if your bolt gets stuck a little bit back to the rear, this rifle's pretty smooth, so it probably won't do it. You can use your forward assist to get the bolt carrier group back into battery. Also, we have your safety selector. So we're safe and semi. Some rifles have it on both sides if it's ambidextrous. This does not, so it's just on the one side. And then we have your bolt catch. So if you do need to make sure your rifle is safe and clear, you're going to pull the charging handle back, pulling your bolt back, and then to lock that to the rear, you're simply going to press down the down part on this lever, which will lock it into place. And then as you can see, your bolt is locked to the rear. So for checking, make sure your rifle's safe and clear, we'll lock it to the rear. There's no round, there's no source feed in here, and then there's no round in the chamber, so we know we're clear. If you're at the range, I would probably just leave it open just so the range master or RSO can see and make sure that you are good to go. So let's say you are at the range. We'll cover two scenarios. One, if your bolt is already locked back to the rear, how to load it. And then if your bolt is forward, another way to load. So we'll take our magazine with our ammo in. To load these, you're just gonna take your round and push it straight down, and they will load. So we'll take this, put our magazine. This is called the mag well, insert it into the mag well. And then to get the bolt to go forward, we're gonna push the top part of this paddle, which will slide the bolt forward. And now you chambered around. So once the round's in, I'm gonna put it on safe. If you are ready to take your shots down range, make sure your sights are on target, go on fire, and fire. So now let's say you want to unload. You're always gonna drop your magazine out first. We are going to pull the charging handle to the rear. This round will come out. And you eject it around, you're clear and safe, so you are good to go. Now, if you wanted to put some more rounds down range and your bolt is forward, but you are on safe and you are, and there's no round in the chamber, you would put the magazine in, and then you would charge the charging handle back, and don't ride it forward, just let it go, and now you're chambered again. Riding the charging handle forward means you're slowly letting it go forward. Sometimes, like right there, it can induce a malfunction. So pull it back as far as it'll let you pull, and then just release, and it will chamber around for you. The other option, like we just discussed before, if you don't want to use the charging handle, which you can do, and just one of those, is on the bolt catch. You can also press the top part of the paddle right here, and it'll do the same thing as charging the rifle. The only caveat to that is if the bolt is already forward, which you can tell here it is not because it's open. If it is forward though, this paddle will not do anything. So your bolt has to be locked back. But if you ran out of ammo in your magazine and you're putting in a new one, you can just press the bolt catch and it will chamber around for you. So now to disassemble the rifle, we're gonna wanna make sure we're clear. We are. Bolt has to be forward. So you can see here, the bolt sitting in there. If it was like that, you would not be able to disassemble the rifle. So the bolt needs to be forward. We're going to put it on safe. And then there are 2 takedown pins right here and right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna press both of those in. If your rifle won't let you press them in because it's too stiff, you could push them in with any type, I wouldn't use a metal tool, but any type of tool to push those in. So once they're sticking out a little bit here and here, I can just take my nails and pull them up. And then we have our lower here and our upper here. So the lower is your trigger group, trigger assembly, and then you have your buffer spring and buffer tube inside of your stock. This is what's considered the firearm to the government. This is what's serialized because it has your trigger group in there, your fire assembly. So for the upper disassembly, we're gonna pull our charging handle back. That will pull out the bolt carrier group, which is this piece right here. I know the first time I tried to reassemble a AR after I took it apart, the bolt had spun a little bit. So this piece right here was sticking out. So we're just gonna make sure we pull this. This will go in and out, but we wanna make sure we pull this all the way out so this is straight in line. We can take out our charging handle. To take it out, all we're gonna do is push it straight down into the bottom of the upper. Then you should be able to pull it straight out. So that's it. We have our upper, our stripped upper for the most part, and then our lower. So to reassemble, we're gonna take our charging handle. This side right here, that's cut out with all the grooves, will be face down in the upper. You're gonna put it in, it won't go in the top, how some people try and do and just push it straight in. You're gonna have to put it into where the bolt carrier group is and just press up, and there's a little cutout, so it'll slide right into place. If you just try and put it in the top, it's not gonna go in. So put it in here, put a little pressure up, and you'll feel it'll slide right in. On the bolt carrier group, you're gonna wanna face like this. This gas tube is going to be on top, gas key is going to be on top, and you are going to slide that straight in, and then both pieces should go straight in. So then to reassemble, it'll be the same as a disassembly. You're just gonna wanna align it, and you should be able to just press these pins straight down, and you're good to go. If you wanna double check, you could rack it a couple times, make sure, and you should be good to go. So that's it for the basic high-level loading, unloading, disassembly. We will go over some additional details as a Rifle 102 video to cover how to properly hold and aim and fire a rifle with shoulder placement, stock placement in your shoulder, how to grip. There's different methods on how to grip at the front, but we can go over some of those as well. So hope this was helpful. Look to see you in the next video.